everybody. It's me, Martinez-Bateman. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. And this is like the fifth time I've tried to record this Monday update. I haven't been recording Monday updates for a little bit, probably about 3 to 4 weeks. I have recorded a couple of updates during that time that I just never posted because I went back and watched them again and I was like, this is trash. I either tend to turn on the camera and start catastrophizing because sometimes the Monday update is like literally the first time I've had a moment to sit down and gather my thoughts, and they're so chaotic. And I do tend to catastrophize when I'm anxious, and I'm very, very anxious lately. A lot of the things that I've tried to do to sort of like purposefully relax or chill or let my body be calm have been thwarted by random pet and health and family emergencies. And so I'm on 11 because of the political situation. I'm on 11 because of the fact that the political situation has led to New Coyote not making as much money as we should be making this time of year. I'm on 11 because of my own personal health and family stuff. Everyone is fine. Everyone is still ultimately fine. These things happen and we go back to being fine, but in the moment my anxiety just ratchets up and just stays high. So I've just been in this kind of state of very, very high stress for a really long time. And I know I'm not the only one. I know so many other people are out there with the same or even higher levels of stress. And I want to talk to us right now, the people who are stressed the fuck out and trying to do the best that they can. One, you're doing way better than you think. You just are. I see you guys out there. I know that we're all having shit go on. I also know that everyone in my community, everyone who's going to see this video, has been targeted by a capito-fascist, bigoted, genocidal maniac who has removed all of our funding, ended many of our contracts and employments, and he hopes our careers, although he's wrong. And I think a lot of us are just really going through it right now. I feel more stressed now than I did during the pandemic, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I feel like I actually have more choices now than I did during the pandemic. I do not like being in a situation where I don't have choices. And also, I am one of those people who the terror of making a bad choice or a wrong choice has just dogged me my whole life. And that's that white supremacist ideal of perfection that just really has a hold of me, and that hold gets tighter during times like this. And the truth is that at the core of everything we are doing, it's about humanity. It's about honoring our bodies and our bodies' needs. It's about decolonizing those bodies and re-indigenizing them. It's about respecing what we actually are here for. And I've said it in other videos that we need to realize that this is not about money, and it was never about money. And by that, I mean that a food bank doesn't need money, they need food. And that a shelter doesn't need money, it needs the shelter to be maintained and well cared for and well staffed. And so those are the things we should be thinking about as cause-based businesses. Also, we do live in a space where not only has money been made central to our operations, but because money has been central to our operations, the fascist government is able to remove their funding and take that money out with the belief that that action will end our purpose, that action will stop us from functioning. Because if they had no money, they would not know how to function. However, every single person I know who operates a cause-based organization, like a nonprofit or a benefit corporation for good or a B Corp, we have already committed to the understanding that money is not actually the thing that drives us, and that money is not actually the purpose that we exist for. That money is here to do things like create safety, create abundance, create opportunity. It is not the be all and end all of who we are and what we do. And so within that, we need to recognize that there's a third way, right? This organization, this fascist administration expects us to behave like them, and we are not like them. We are completely different from them, and we can and we will transform under this new level of stress, because that's what we've done every other time the government has fucked with us intentionally or unintentionally to cause us to convert our lives, our dreams, our assets into extra cash for them. Because that's what every recession has been. That's what the wars have been. That's what COVID became as soon as they realized that they could do that, right? It's an excuse to convert people who have any amount of wealth into liquid cash for them to extract. And we have been through this so many times that we know how to live. We know how to move, how to change our shape, our purpose, our everything to be able to adapt to the new reality. And that's what we're going to do. I don't know exactly how yet. I have ideas. I have lots of thoughts about things like administrative co-ops and smart mergers and repurposing existing organizations to center the most marginalized in every single field. I know we can do this. I know I can do this. And I think I'm very stressed out right now because I do worry, can I do this? And the thing is, I've always done it in the past. This is not the first time we've been under-resourced. This is not the first time I've been under-resourced. This is not the first time we've been underestimated. Certainly not the first time I've been underestimated. We can and we will survive this because the alternative doesn't exist. That's what it comes down to. The fascist government doesn't understand what it's like to have your back against a wall, but we were born in that space. We have thrived in that space, and we will continue to do so, just like always. All right, have a walk, have a lunch, have a weekend. Don't work for free. I'll see you next week.